John Jamil once again. Loving my GS 1300 experience, BMW GS 1300, but it comes with a lot of challenges. And the main challenge being the bike itself is awesome. But finding parts, accessories, even from BMW is tough, let alone aftermarket. And even if you find some accessories, some of them are taking months. So finally, after 3 months, I ordered the upper and lower crash bars. So I got the crash bars from Motea. That's the website, I'll put the name. And I got these lower engine guards and then the upper crash bars. So today I'm doing the lower engine guards. This one is installed. They have really designed it so well that you don't have to take any screws out. And I'll do the other side right now, so I'll show you. But that's how it looks. And I think it looks pretty good. Now, what kind of protection it provides, we'll have to see. But it looks very sturdy, very high quality. Even the paint finish is pretty good. And then over here, they gave something extra. This whole bar, in most of the engine bars, you will see that they only have the extensions to screw in to the frame. In this one, they gave an extra long extension to support. So this has a rubber grommet, I would say, type that just sits there. There's no screw to undo in order to install this, and that's a pretty solid idea. And I'll show you exactly how it's done. But overall, the bolts and everything else, good thing is that if you don't have the engine guards, all the threads and the slots are there. So all you have to do is just get it, use the same screws or bolts and nuts that come with the kit, and then you have these 3 screws. So one goes over here, one is here, and then the third one is there. The fourth one doesn't have to be screwed, it's just a rubber supporting piece at the end of this extension. So let's go to the other side. So these are the instructions, and they're pretty well laid out. There are a couple of differences on one side of to the other in screw sizes, nothing else. I'm gonna go ahead and install it now and see. So they've broken it down pretty well, and I so far like it. We'll see how the upper crash bars go. For that you need to take out a piece of fairing. But let's see, let's start. We are going to install the pieces now. So they have 6 screws altogether, 3 M8s of different lengths, 3 M8 washers, and 3 spacers. And some of them, 2 of them are different from the other side. But that's not that big of a deal because it's the same installation point. Having said that, now let's see what goes where. And obviously, the way it goes, first you set it up and see, yeah, it does align. So this is the part that this rubber grommet screws in here, and that's all you need to do. I actually put this upside down, and my son just notified me of that. Thank you. So it'll go like this. Yeah, now it sits in even better. Okay, so now we have to figure out which one goes where. All right, so now we're gonna start the process. M8 65mm on the left side. So the way you would see is we have installed the right one, now we are doing the left one. And in order to do that, we have to see which other bolts we're going to use. Okay, so we're going to take M8 65-inch length, and this is the one, an M8 washer to start with, the first screw that I've put in. And it also tells me H35 in the way they've described it. So H35 is a spacer. Ace 35 is this one. So here we have two. We have a 20, 25, and 35. So this is the 35 millimeter spacer. And now we will put it over here. On the other side, we didn't have to unscrew anything, but one screw over here that we need to unscrew. Let's do that quickly. We're gonna fit this in. Just hand tight it, and don't even tighten it. Just screw it in by hand. So now that we've screwed this one in, doesn't sound good. Okay, but now we put this screw in on the right bottom. I would go the next one on the left top. Now that we have put all three of the screws in, tighten up slowly in diagonal fashion. So for instance, if I tighten up the left top first, now I'm gonna go back down to the right bottom, and there's no left top, right top. So I'm gonna come back to the last bolt, which is the left bottom, and I'm gonna tighten that one up all the way. The torque wrench, but don't put too much force in there, so be careful if you're not using the torque wrench. And this is as sturdy as I've seen any engine guards. Very easy installation. Another thing that I was struggling from is not many people have installed these crash guards, and there are no videos, instructional video. I mean, there are some by Wonderlake and some of the other brands, but specifically this brand, Motea, they took forever to deliver it, but I am so far very happy with the product. And right now it's like past 2 a.m. at night, so I'm gonna quit for the night, have a ride tomorrow, and then most likely tomorrow I'll put the upper crash bars. For that I would have to take a piece of the fairing out, and that's why I'm not indulging into that right now. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon and provide your feedback. Is there anything else you would like to see? Because I am trying to share my overall experience with the GS1300. There are minor things that I've done other than this as well that I did not share, like putting an adapter for my carburite, and now I can just mount the carburite in place of the factory navigation without any wires, without anything. Yeah, I mean, there's one wire, but that goes in the back of the mount. So I don't have to run any wires like through USB or battery. Take care.